the greatest reveal in One Piece, the final antagonist, the main villain, Saint NERONA IMU have just been fully revealed, not just his full identity but as well as his powers and devil fruit ability. And boy, I tell you, this is the most unique character design we have ever seen in the series up till now. But what's worse is, he did this revelation in Elbaf Kingdom. He came back to the land of the warriors using one of his pentagrams inside Orus Castle in order to take back his holy knights, and at the same time, decimate Luffy, Loki, the Straw Hats, and all the other giants in that nation. That and all other more details we will discuss in our full chapter review of One Piece chapter 1179. So be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell button. Let's proceed to the context of this chapter. We then get to see that the Gorosei, the five elders, do not agree to the Great One coming back to Elbaf. However, this is not for them to decide. And not just that, they even suggested that why don't they just send all of the admirals there instead. By that way, they wouldn't need to send Imu himself or herself to that nation. However, Garling came, saying that that is not unsolicited for. They shouldn't do that because even the admirals are busy handling their own problems. But even if Garling did not add that, even if Garling did not even came, Imu's decision will not change anyways. Then Imu really came to Elbaf using one of the pentagrams inside Orus Castle. The only difference here, guys, is that the pentagram was so massive. We have seen that the pentagrams have been used before by the Holy Knights, by the Gorosei. However, the pentagram used by Imu just now was so massive, to the point that even the Orus Castle, which should have been a lot bigger than a normal person, looked like a normal house compared to that pentagram. Also, the haki released was so ominous and so evil that it even influenced inanimate objects. The houses, the trees, they all resembled a devil, laughing and making a lot of noise that seemed as if it was the counterpart of the drums of liberation by sun god Nika. Not just that, a lot of the giants that does not have enough willpower got unconscious by the haki release of Imu. And then eventually we get to see what Imu really looks like. We can say for sure now if he's a male or a female, maybe neither or maybe both. But what we can see here is that he definitely looks like a devil, with horns, with a devil tail, and with a lot of other significant details. We have seen a lot of Zoan Awakened users before, like Luffy, Lucci, and even the Gorosei, wherein they have black clouds surrounding them. Maybe Sun God Nika is one of the exceptions having white cloud. But even that detail was different when it came to Imu. His black clouds, not just surrounding himself, there are even black clouds dispersed near him, and these clouds have eyes inside them. For now, we are not sure yet what these eyes signify, what they can do, if they have all consciousness, and if they can attack enemies. However, other details we can see here is that he has a weapon that resembles a naginata. The only difference is that the end of it has a cloud, the black cloud surrounding him, and also the other end has a jagged zigzag blade, unlike the common naginata that we have seen before used by Whitebeard. His skin is not white at all, it is tanned, not black, not white, but tanned, having a lot of white tattoos all around his body, including his face and his hands. In his right hand, we can see a white tattoo revealing an eye. We don't know this for sure what this means, however, it is really obvious that his design contains a lot of eyes, not just in the clouds, not just in his hands, but in his tattoos all over his body. He also have a horn, not resembling that of a beast like Kaido and all the other previous characters, but a horn right in his forehead. Also, the robe, the cloak that he is wearing, makes a spiraling effect circling around the pillar at the top of the Orus Castle where he sits, with an intro box saying King of the World, Saint NERONA IMU, one of the 20 founders of the world government. And here it also says what his powers are, wherein it says Devil Fruit. For now, that is very vague, and we can say for sure what that means. Does it mean that he has a devil fruit that just hasn't been revealed yet? Or maybe the devil fruits itself is his power and ability? This is definitely the greatest reveal in One Piece. But what's important is, right after fighting Imu in the previous chapter, Luffy still hasn't recovered yet. Of course, Loki and Ragnar tried to feed him some food, but the food in the cafeteria in Walrus School are all frozen solid because Lilith, Vegapunk Lilith, used his technology in order to stop all the flames, therefore freezing the whole school including the foods. And now that the real Imu came back to Elbaf, will Luffy be able to recover his energy, his stamina immediately before Imu locates Loki, Ragnar, and Luffy and decimates them before they can even fight back? Also, there are a lot more infos and details in this chapter that we haven't discussed yet. So if you want a more detailed analysis and video about this chapter, just let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell button. This is Torao Talk, and I will see you in the next one.